Yo, it's Petrowski. Here today I wanted to try something a little different. Usually I record all of my battles and all of my PokeMMO like competitive gameplay in a live stream format, but today I wanted to play offline, record some battles, and then put up some post commentary to like more properly assess things and show my thought process on things in a more logical and clear manner as to where when I'm streaming I'm usually much more emotional, much more like entertainment factor. But today I wanted to do a little more analysis on this. This isn't the best game for it, but I didn't want to like cherry pick games, so I just recorded 2 games. I played 2 games back to back. Both games were very quick, just due to my low elo currently. Very easy games, but we'll talk through it today. So I'm assisting his team right now, and I just added this Rampardos to this team. I love this Rampardos. I think this is like a Pokemon that'll really round out this team. I have 2 Trick Roomers. This is a Trick Room, Singles, and U team. My 2 Trick Roomers are Claydol and the Beheeyem. The Claydol is just a straight Trick Room setupper with screens and teleport. The Beheeyem is a possible sweeper Trick Roomer. It can set up Trick Room, the Nasty Plot, and has Hidden Power Fighting and Psyshock. And the Stunfist, or the Shuckle, sorry, its name's Stunfist. Confused myself with that one. The Shuckle is actually a wall Shuckle. You'll see me use a Power Trick substitute Stone Edge Earthquake Shuckle sometimes with this Trick Room team, but for this, with the Rampardos, I just bring in the typical wall Shuckle with like Toxic, Protect, Stealth Rocks, Rest. And then we have the typical Azumarill, Belly Drum Sweeper, and Superior. Giga Drain, Calm Mind, Offensive Set Superior. Okay, let's get into the game. So we see here, this isn't the best game for Rampardos because he has 3 Pokemon off the bat that I see that outspeed Rampardos in Trick Room. Cradily, the Hippopotapus, or whatever, how you say that, the Hippowdon pre-evolution, and Rhydon, all outspeed Rampardos. And Cradily and Hippopotamus won't one-shot the Rampardos, but Rhydon absolutely will. If I'm faced off in that matchup, he just one-shots my Rampardos. It's destroyed, useless, bad. This isn't the best. So I know immediately this isn't the best game for Rampardos, since 3 of his Pokemon outspeeded in Trick Room. That's really, really bad. So I'm leaning towards more Beheeyem here with Hidden Power Fighting. It's quite good, and I see that Azumarill could do a pretty big number on his team if I can get in on a good Pokemon to set up properly. So that's what I'm looking at here. I immediately see that, and then I start the battle. Lead with Claydol, pretty standard here. I usually always lead with Claydol, unless my Pokemon has something like Drapion. Drapion Night Slash one-shots my Claydol. Yeah, and I know he's probably going to lead with Slacking here. I'm actually a huge fan of Slacking. I wish more players played with Slacking. I think it's a pretty great and underrated Pokemon in the meta right now. And here, I have 2 options. I can try to set up Reflect, and most likely just my Claydol dies and I sacrifice it, and then I switch to Beheeyem and try to set up a sweep with that. And that's the more aggressive, riskier play. So I'm sacrificing my Claydol, which is mostly just set up Pokemon, so it's not that useful. That's fine. This is like, if I'm sacrificing a Pokemon, it's this, I want to always sacrifice this Claydol. Its job is to set up and die. So I have 2 options. I can stick with Claydol here, sacrifice it, and then go into Beheeyem and play for a sweep, which is very aggressive, very risky. Or I can swap to Shuckle, probably tank a hit, and then swap back to Claydol or Beheeyem. That's a much more conservative play, but I feel like there's more sweep potential here. So I'm taking the risk. I know my Claydol probably dies, which it does. I don't know the damage calc on it, but I know I probably die there. And then I go right into Beheeyem, and I'm thinking here, I can Trick Room on his Truant / swap Pokemon turn, and then depending on what he brings in, I can Nasty Plot if I can survive, and or attack with Psyshock or Hidden Power Fighting. So he swaps, I Trick Room. He brings in Rotom, and I'm pretty sure Rotom can't one-shot me here because this Beheeyem gets to be trained 252 HP because it's meant to be a Trick Room Beheeyem, so it doesn't need to be trained in speed. So it's like surprisingly bulky. This Beheeyem's bulk always surprises people. I feel like it looks like a very fragile Pokemon, but its defenses and HP are actually super solid, and its speed is like where it's balanced around. So Rotom tricks me. That's totally like fine. That's awesome actually. Rotom tricking me here. This is like a really good. I see so many Rotoms trick my Beheeyem or Claydol with Choice Scarf, and that's like literally like the best target for me. I'm so happy with them wasting that disable on those kind of Pokemons. They use it on Claydol. I don't care. Claydol's job is to be sacrificed. If they use it on Beheeyum, I can usually just like play around it like you see here. So I'm gonna do half to this Hippopotamus, which is pretty solid. He's gonna roar me. That's totally fine. I did way more damage to him than I thought. He roars into Azumarill. To be fair, this is super unlucky to him. This is like the most perfect spot to set up. The fact that he roared into Azumarill here, I do feel bad for this dude. I don't think he played this game. I don't think he played it poorly at all. I'm trying to think. I don't know how I feel about. I think his Rotom play was pretty poor. Maybe slightly, but I don't think it was like bad. Because he swapped into Hippopotamus to like play around that. So now I can just freely set up Aqua Jet in front of this tank. And Trick Room comes down, which means I'm gonna. I think right here. Or Trick Room came down the turn before. Yeah. The Trick Room came down the turn before. I thought about using Aqua Jet the turn before, or like not Aqua Jet, like a non-priority move like Waterfall Return, but I just wanted to not risk it and hit it with Aqua Jet, and then I can like two-shot anything. So here I know that I'm faster than Cradily because it's like 43 base type speed, and Azumarill 50, and I'm 252 speed invested in EVs. Very sure I'm faster there. So we one-shot that, and then he's pretty much like Dunzo. He should have swapped into Slacking first before the Cradily. I think that was his big mistake as well. If he goes Slacking first, I don't know if Aqua Jet one-shots the Slacking. It might at this HP, actually. Now he's a little lower HP. It might at that HP. I'm not sure, but I think there's a better chance versus like Cradily just like for sure dies to a Waterfall. And then Rhydon and Clefable have no chance against this Azumarill Bully Drummed. So that was a pretty quick game. Pretty good win. Pretty free. That's my thought process. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.